everybody. Well, it finally happened. We kind of knew Etsy had been hinting that they're going to be showing us some kind of visibility score on our dashboard to kind of explain how our listings rank, and that dropped just a couple of hours ago, not even an hour ago, I think. I don't know. I've been running around crazy, trying to get all this together, figure all this out. I've been reading it for the past hour and decided the best way to deal with it was for us to all sit down together. Obviously, I had a wee week off of YouTube, which everyone who asked me, thank you so much. Absolutely fine. I've just had horrendous allergies, so thought I'd take a bit of time off. And obviously, Etsy went, Pam's not published for a while. Let's give her some content like they do. So I had to dive on and do this. So I thought we'd dig into all this together because there's some things that I know diving into it, Etsy's not saying what we think Etsy's saying, I think. But it would be really cool if we'll get everybody's advice, everybody's feeling on this straight away. If you haven't seen it already, if you go into your dashboard, they were just rolling this out. You should have a new visibility score with some hints and tips and everything there that they kind of promised us. We've been expecting. It doesn't say much different than we expected, but it does say some little different things. But before we dive in there, while we're waiting for everyone to catch up, and anyone catching this on the replay, hello. Javier just checked. Am I saying that right? I'm awful at names. Just checked mine, and all the information I get is everything that is hunky dory. Somebody got the teacher's pet badge. I totally didn't get everything okay. I didn't expect to, so it's cool. We'll be able to see some things, and I've seen some other people with things wrong. But even then, visits to my shop have been steadily declining over the past 2 years. Guess it's the way the market goes. Yeah, even having everything hunky-dory, I love the term hunky-dory, but anyway, Etsy is telling us some of the factors they take into account for ranking your listing. They're also, I'll say it right now, they've talked about this as transparency for showing the factors that go into ranking their items, but I am sure some of the factors they are including here are not about ranking, they're about conversion. And conversion is great. It's when you do things that customers are likely to buy, and that eventually causes ranking. But you can have absolutely everything set up perfectly, but it doesn't mean that you're going to rank high. You might not be having good keywords. You might be having things that people just aren't wanting to buy. There might be better competition, or there's more competition for all of us, and things are quieter. Many people have been saying the traffic's been declining. Mine is in the toilet just now. New music, yeah, I just did this for the last live as well. Let me know what you think of the music. I enjoy it. I did time my intro wrong there, so if you see a little flash of my ugly face before the song, that's just the way it is. Hello there, Nancy. Joanne, yep, but here's a sneak peek at some of the things. They're telling me to lower some of my shipping prices. No, don't blame you. Yeah, this is the thing that we knew that was going to happen. It's for US sellers. It's for US domestic sellers. We'll get into it, but is it annoying? Absolutely. They've said to us for US sellers, US domestic sellers, a while ago they said search will factor in, having free shipping will factor into where you show in search. You'll get priority placement. And then they kind of rolled that back. They mentioned shipping price as a factor and then not, but now they're jumping in and saying, absolutely, offer cheap shipping elsewhere. That's one of your metrics. So yeah, that's where the most people are going to shout about for sure. YB, hello there. And it's the Brian. Hey there, Brian. I just thought I'd jump on live. Yeah. Akerland, my Etsy updated and there are new things. Yep. Mine, I got all the announcements and saw the articles first, and all the links were directing to a dead page. Etsy have dropped well, they've dropped a couple of articles, but they have updated a lot of articles. So I haven't had a chance to go through them all. I think it'll just be a word here and there from what I've seen, but yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out. And if in the next couple of days you guys see anything, I will cover any extra questions we see in my Saturday news. Also, myself and Starla and all the eRank team will be about tomorrow for the live, because obviously there'll be more questions there as well. Yeah, it's the customer service stats. Nancy's had it for a few weeks. Oh, sneaky beta tester. A surprise to Pam. Yeah, they want shipping under $6. Yeah, I will go into this obviously, but it's interesting that it's kind of all the features of Star Seller, but a little easier. So it's like you've got 48 hours to respond to messages, whereas Star Seller's 24. And this, they keep talking about free shipping. They're saying shipping under $6. It's weird. Momo Jersey, hello there. YB, yeah, there's some suggestions on mine. I think most of us have some suggestions. We just had a teacher's pet there that got everything good, and we've got another teacher's pet, Rosenth. One shot was good, the other is not. I changed the category right now. By the way, folks, if Etsy is advising these things, don't jump in and change everything right away. Take a time to check it and read it. Some of them will be simple things that we can all change that we should have done in the first place. But some of them are Etsy suggestions for conversion. I don't think they're directly impacting our ranking. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'll read through I'll show you the things, but don't jump in and say, I have to do all of this because Etsy said I have to. Dags, thanks for doing this. I've just noticed new weird things on my manager. Nothing about having your policies there. Yeah, good point. It doesn't mention that, and we know that's a factor. Deb, I know how you're feeling about this, but yeah, shipping under $6, and of course, add what you need to your product price. It's not really fair for your shipping price to affect your rank in a search starting the 1st of October. Very true. Yeah, we don't have. Well, we have a month, but the 1st of October is the Christmas season. They're saying, hey, sort out all your stuff all at once. And I had to carry a surprise Pam to the kitchen to finish dinner. What are we having for dinner? Thanks, Debbie. You know where I got my music from. Joanne, yeah, Printify charges more than $8 for shipping, so I'll charge the same amount. Etsy are wanting us to roll things in. I think, Brian, let me know. I just saw you guys were talking about this, but I think some of the exclusions are if you use calculated shipping. I don't know if we don't have calculated shipping in the UK, but anyway. Oh, and yeah, it was a category change you were already refining, so it's okay. So I know when you've got all these announcements, recommendations from Etsy, it will be a bit of a worry, and you'll want to get them all done. So if it's something you already knew you wanted to change, and you do that, and everything looks fine, then absolutely, it's cool. It was worth doing, but yeah, don't everyone go out and change them. Right, let's have a look at this thing. Is that working? It is. So this is what I'm talking about. It's in the Etsy Seller Handbook. You'll find links in the forums. I'll show you all the changes they've made in a minute. It's bonkers. I can actually see my chat now, so let me know if I miss anything or my mic suddenly shuts off, because that's never happened before. But yes, so the new Etsy search visibility page. Get personalized search insights and recommendations to help you reach buyers. So we have to read Eatsy's words like a lawyer because they're they're trying to increase transparency, but sort of they make it more confusing in some respects because they're trying to make it clear to everybody. So is that clear as mud? Anyway, let's dive into this. When shoppers are searching on Etsy, it's important they can find high quality listings from shops that have a track record of good customer service. Making these listings easier to find helps build trust with shoppers so they come back to shops like yours again and again. That's why Etsy Search currently takes into account your shop listing and customer service quality. We've heard from sellers consistently over the years that you need more transparency into what goes into Etsy Search to help optimize your listings. We're excited to announce the new Etsy Search visibility page in Shop Manager, giving you more insights and recommendations into how you appear in search than ever before. Just check chat. Joanne saying you do all fixed price shipping. Dags, they told me I'm all good. Great, amazing. Teacher's pet, right? Almost no views in the last 2 days. Has the algorithm been cursed? I don't think it's been cursed. It's a quiet time of year. Stuff's quiet. Sadly, quiet. Um, it's tough. A lot of us are struggling, and getting a dip in sales, getting a dip in views less than normal doesn't even mean that something's changed. It just is what happens sometimes. It's almost like you reach a tipping point. You're getting a steady amount of views, but they're decreasing, and then maybe somebody else comes along, they've got a couple of extra sales in the past couple of days, and your shop feels like it's fallen off a cliff. All we can hope is that it's going to be a good customer Christmas. I can't read and talk at the same time. All we can do is hope it's going to be a good Christmas holiday season, because what happens with that is, in the past anyway, for the algorithm, what's been happening is there's so many more people buying, there's so many more people searching, so it's like each search has much bigger rotation. Etsy sort of has to take a bigger pool, like it has all the shops that it ranks in search, and if not many people are searching, it's kind of showing the same ones again and again for quite a bit. If there's a massive amount of people searching, it kind of spreads its net a bit wider in the pool of all the listings that could rank, and sort of shows yours a little bit more often, so hopefully you start to get some sales. So if the year's going to be good, it tends to be good around Christmas. It definitely, fingers crossed. That's all we can do, is get in the best place we can, and hopefully things will pick up. Anyway, so we're going to have the Etsy Search visibility page. This page will show you how your listings are performing in 3 key areas, along with the actions you can take to improve. Your shop. Buyers want to know who they're purchasing from, which is important when building trust in your shop and building your brand. For example, your shop should have a shop icon, which helps represent your business. So here, and they've not told us much, but in fact, if people can let me know in the chat, or in the chat once this is finished as well, let me know what things you're seeing, and so we can put them all together and hopefully figure out all the things that Etsy's warning us about. Because what I'm seeing here, they're saying this is important, building trust in your shop and building your brand. It is not saying these things are ranking factors. They might be, but it doesn't say that. So let's see, does it say anything about ranking factors? In some bits it does, so we've got to be careful. Dags, thanks for answering. I've hoped for Q4 for us all. I do. So many years I've had lots of people, in fact, but me specifically, because I can talk about me easier. The year hasn't been greatest. I've been doing my best, and then somewhere between August and October, things start picking up, and it's just Fantastic. Hi there, Jessica. Thanks for jumping on ASAP. Yeah, I had to. We were all sitting around talking about this. Might as well do it live, eh? Okay, customer service. We know that as an Etsy seller, you do everything you can to ensure a smooth and trusted shopping experience for your buyers. That's why shops that consistently follow our customer service standards are prioritized in search. So, do you see the difference there? Let me know if I'm reading too much into it, but it's important when building trust in your shop and building your brand, prioritized in search. That to me is different. So we include factors like the shop's average review rating, which, yes, I absolutely knew that because 4 months ago I had someone didn't read things properly and just going to throw out a 1-star review because it took almost a week to get all the way from Scotland to America. And yeah, my shop was picking up, and it absolutely, like, this is no correlation, causation. I don't know. It might just be, no, my shop tanked. Message response rate and case rate from the past 3 months. So we include these in our search ranking. So we kind of knew that, but it's very clear. Your average reviews, average message response, and case rate in the past 3 months. So if something bad's happened, it's going to take either 3 months or a lot of really good reviews and stuff to clear that. If you only get a couple of reviews a month, it's going to take 3 months to wipe that out, which, yeah, 3 months in the middle of summer wasn't a big deal. Someone gives you a bad review in October, that's a bit more tough. Mary, it just says I need to add more photos to one listing. Otherwise, it says I'm good in everything. Fantastic. All of your teachers' pets is great. Auckland, doesn't Etsy make money from the price of an item versus the price of shipping? Etsy makes money. Etsy gets its fees from the combined price of your listing plus shipping. So it doesn't matter if you roll the shipping into your listing price or if it's free shipping. Sounds like they're trying to make money. Of course, they're trying to make money. Yes. Jessica, that part sounds more like what we already know, that Etsy favors shops that are completed. Yeah, Etsy has told us things like having, which they didn't mention there, but having completed about section, a policy, a returns policy, things, no open cases, but that's in this bit. So yes, they have covered that, but they've never ever said your shop should have a shop. They've never said, to my knowledge, your shop should have a shop icon for it to rank higher. It's good to have. I guess it's a completeness thing. They might count it. Certainly doesn't help if you haven't got an icon. Add an icon. All right, so let's look at these things because these are kind of slightly different. Average review, slightly different from Star Seller. Average review rating. Good reviews let customers know what to expect when they shop with you and help them give you confidence to purchase from your shop. Star ratings of 4 or 5 help attract new buyers and keep them coming back to your shop. But it does, they have said average review rating does impact your search rankings. They don't say it in that bit, but they do say it there. Yes, message response rate counts as well. So I think this is new. We knew message response rate impacts in your Star Seller, but not where your shop ranks. But this is slightly different. Responding to customers' messages creates a reliable shopping experience and ensures your customers get the answers they need to feel confident making a purchase from your shop. That's why responding to initial messages within 48 hours is one of our customer service standards. So Star Seller is 24 hours, isn't it? So they're calculating, let me know in the chat. So they're calculating that differently. We only look at the first message within a thread and messages sent through your autoresponder. Yeah, so if you have an autoresponder on, you're covered. So if you're going to be away from your computer, it's the same as Star Sailor. If you're going to be away from your computer, turn on the autoresponder. We exclude any messages from your Etsy inbox from Etsy inbox, as well as spam. So pretty similar to the Star Sailor, except it's more lenient in the time. Instead of 24 hours, it's 48 hours. Interesting. Case rate here is one that's going to bother people. I will dig into this a little bit more. When something goes wrong with an order, we always encourage buyers to work with you first. If you can't reach a resolution, buyers will sometimes ask Etsy to step in by opening a case. Not all cases will count against you or reflect negatively on your shop. Since Etsy started the purchase protection program, cases just being opened against you didn't hurt, as long as you're meeting our customer service standards. Interesting. Yeah. So if you've done something wrong, then it'll count against you. We only count cases where a refund was taken from your payment account. Cases covered by Etsy are not considered a factor on this score. So if a customer opens a case through the purchase protection program and Etsy covers it, it doesn't hurt your shop. I believe I read further down before people freak out there. Etsy doesn't cover over $250 orders, but they are saying those aren't factors because they don't count for the purchase protection program. So you're not being hurt. We'll get to it when we get to it. You're not being hurt if your item is $400, customer opens the case, oh, it didn't turn up on time, Etsy automatically refunds that out of your money. That shouldn't hurt you. I'm absolutely sure I read that, but we'll have to find that again. Yeah, so it's not as bad as it sounds. We kind of already knew that. If you the only one I kind of worry about slightly, it's something we should be looking at. Etsy only covers the first one case in a year that's opened up due to your item being damaged in transit. So if something is hurt in shipping, you really, really want to make sure that your packaging is top notch, because I believe if Etsy covers that case, then that is going, if Etsy doesn't cover that second case, then that'll count as a case against you because your packaging isn't good. And again, if Etsy doesn't cover a case because you're a bad seller, you've broken a load of rules or something, that'll hurt against you. Most of us hopefully shouldn't do this. On-time dispatch and tracking. Dispatching your orders on time helps give buyers peace of mind so that they know what to expect with their orders. While this doesn't currently affect how you show up in search, it's an important component. I can't speak. It's an important component of the customer service experience and part of our seller service standards within Etsy seller policy. So basically, if you don't ship on time, they could choose to shut your shop down, but it doesn't impact ranking. So they are saying that some of the things they're mentioning here don't currently impact ranking. We'll let you know if your shop's meeting customer service standards on the first of every month, just like the Star Seller, and how this impacts your visibility. They don't actually. We'll come to that. Or they haven't. You can keep track of your daily progress on your customer service stats page. Explore the dashboard. That's been rolling out. Hopefully most people have got it now. Plus, consistently going above and beyond for your customers could also help you become a star seller, which serves as further trust signal to buyers and can drive increased conversion for your shop. So Star Seller isn't causing you to rank, but these factors that are sort of like Star Seller Light, ship on time, answer your messages. Well, no, it's not. Ship on time isn't counted yet, but no cases, answer your messages, all that do factor. Yeah, so interesting. Right, let's see what else people were talking about. Brian, the minimum requirement, 5 sales and $300 are not showing in the new customer service stats page. That information doesn't seem to be anywhere at the moment, even if you haven't reached them. Yeah, the 5 sales and $300 is for Star Sala, which I don't know if I don't know. But this does seem slightly different than Star Sala, so I think they're counting different things. Jessica's seeing in the customer service stats page, it's showing a beta service standard threshold. Ooh, interesting. I will be going and checking these things in a moment. Jessica again. Pam, Etsy also added a new performance tab within the listing builder when you're looking at a listing. This shows the stats for the past 30 days as well as all the reviews. Ah, interesting. Cool. I'll have to check all of this. Melanie, just opened my computer. I haven't seen an email from Etsy on this. No emails. Open your dashboard is probably where you'll see the most. Dags has it too, but doesn't say beta. Brian, sounds like instead of we'll shut you down if you don't meet the standards, like the ODR, it's going to impact visibility, which it kind of already did. I know well, they do. Okay, my feelings here, they said that people were saying they want to know what factors impact where they search. So it shouldn't be anything different, although they're making changes. They've told us to the shipping price and your visibility there. What they have told us is basically they're going to tell us the things that impact visibility, and then they're going to change the algorithm from the intelligent machine learning one to a human engineered one that should do the same thing but is easier to explain. So they're telling us the features and then they're going to rebuild the algorithm. Anyway, Miss Williams, hello there. Had a shock when I refreshed my dashboard. Etsy didn't give us any warning. How strange. Yeah, we knew it was coming because they'd mentioned it a couple of times in webinars and I think the quarterly reports, but we did not know it was coming today. Brian, they've officially removed the Star Seller page in your dashboard and it's only the customer service stats page now. Interesting. Melanie, I'd be so happy if the $300 minimum would be gone. Yeah, well, it has to be if this is a factor into how you're ranking in search, because small shops have to have the ability to rank in search. Miss Williams, I don't like this. Something fishy, I suspect. It's not supposed to be, but of course it's Etsy, so saying nothing more. All things calm. Is there any specifics for digital sellers that I need to be on the lookout for to change? Similar to the rest of us, apart from the shipping thing, there's some images changes we're just going to get to. But yeah, not... There's stuff. Yeah, hang on. Plus, yeah, it does say plus you'll become a star seller. So they haven't got rid of star seller. Brian, sorry, I just saw that on the screen there. They haven't got rid of star seller, but you're now not seeing it on your dashboard. Interesting. Hamza, it's my second month on Etsy and it shows me that everything is okay and I already have 14 sales. We have so many teachers' pets and I think you get the gold star, Hamza. Sorry, I'm terrible at names. I'm tripping up my words today. Only second month on Etsy, you've got all the things filled in right and 14 sales. Fantastic. You should be on here teaching instead of me, actually. That's fantastic. Okay. All right, your listings. When shopping from the millions of unique items on Etsy, we want to make sure high quality listings with clear information stand out so buyers feel confident making a purchase. So here Etsy isn't saying factors in search or doesn't fact in search or conversion, it just buyers confident. So again, let me know what you feel Etsy saying. My thought is they are not saying necessarily these are ranking factors. Some of them will be conversion factors. And here, the first one, each of your listings should include multiple, how many's multiple, high quality photos. Etsy did mention, where did they mention it? Oh, it was in an ads thing, I think. They said they consider this was a little while ago, so they might have changed it, but they consider a listing complete with 5 images. I remember that being said, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Which are crucial for buyers when deciding to make a purchase. Absolutely. Learn about photography best practices in the Ultimate Guide to Product Photography, which is something they have updated. And there's a couple of things I've never noticed before. I don't read it that often. Your listing should also include a return policy. This should have been automatic, like updated for most people anyway, but make sure your returns policies are sorted. This is a legal requirement in the EU anyway, that you have to accept returns. Make sure you know the laws. But buyers have to know whether you accept returns or exchanges before they make a purchase. You don't have to offer returns or exchanges on your item unless it's required where you live. At least they're mentioning that. Yeah, you don't. The annoying thing here, I'm going to be salty. I try and not be too salty. The annoying thing is that Etsy say you have to have your policy, and then Etsy ignore your policy if a case is opened against you. Right, this is a ranking factor. When determining how listings show up in search, we'll consider postage price as an overall factor for US sellers. We've already been talking about this, but it's important. Soon we'll be updating how postage price is factored into search ranking for US domestic listings to help make sure that high postage prices don't discourage buyers from making a purchase. So US to US sellers, that goes into place from the 1st of October. So it is, our data tells us that once postage prices are $6 or above, buyers are less likely to make a purchase. We want to make it easier for buyers to find postage prices that meet their expectations. So starting the 1st of August, US listings with domestic postage prices lower than $6 will be prioritized in search. So it's not saying free shipping anymore. You used to say free shipping, but anyway, we know that delivery needs vary based on the type of item or where it's dispatching from. So you will exclude certain categories and items dispatched from outside the US from this new search criteria. We're also giving better tools to adjust prices if you choose. Read all about how delivery is being factored into search here. Want more listing optimization tips? Create listings that convert. Now they've changed all of these articles, but bear in mind, a lot of people get bothered, quite rightly. They'll read something like creating listings that convert, and they'll see Etsy's tips, and they'll assume that a tip that Etsy saying this might help you convert is a thing that'll help you rank. And those are different things. So that's why we've got to be so careful here. So the only thing they are literally saying is factored into search rankings is the shipping price for domestic US shipping. Yeah, it says should include a returns policy. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Where did we get to? YouTube police. It's my second month and I have 140 sales. Fantastic. Miss Williams, I need to change 38 main picks, which I don't mind, but one of those listings is a good seller, so I'm hesitant to change it. Yeah, be hesitant to change it. I do not see anything saying this will impact where you rank. I'm hearing them say, "Hi, they're crucial for buyers when deciding to make a purchase." What we will do, yeah, let's open this one because people are worried about it. Ultimate Guide to Product Photography. Oh no, they haven't actually changed this. Well, we'll come back to that. But there is search on Etsy for the Ultimate Guide to Product Photography. They have updated some of the specific articles in it. We'll dig into that when we get there. Okay. Hasma, exactly. Don't touch a listing that sells, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Changing your picture has not, as of yet, impacted where you rank, but it can impact what customers think. And how customers, if they're seeing your picture and purchasing it, then it's doing well. If you change a picture, and people are funny, you don't, like, we take the picture and some people will spend ages going, oh, that white balance is slightly off, whatever else, got to sort the blur out here, and like are working at pixel level detail. But a customer's just looking at a screen of thumbnails and just going, that one, the one that catches their eye. So what we think's a good picture is not what a customer necessarily thinks is a good picture. Anyway, what's next? To see your shop's personalized search insight recommendations, check out the search visibility page in the shop manager. Want to share your thoughts about this? Let us know here. If you have any real big issues with anything that's said here, let Etsy know. Like, we have got a short time before Christmas. If there is a big glaring thing that they've missed, then we totally have to tell them. Magically Eclectic, hello there. I finally made it to one of the lives. Welcome. The Q&A, the questions are good. They are guessing on what some of the issues are going to be, so we'll have a look at that. I have a lot of listings and updating my photos is going to take time. Is there an easier way to do this? This is the worst answer, really. The new Etsy search visibility page is also available in the Etsy Seller app, making it easy to take photos on your phone and quickly make updates to your listing. Disable sarcastic voice. You can also see all your personalized insights and recommendations directly from the app. Make sure you're running the latest version of the app to see the new features. So you've got to update all your photos. So get the app, which really isn't much quicker. That's so patronizing. And at no point do they say, hey, you don't necessarily have to update all of your pictures. I'm not a star seller. Does this mean I won't be shown in search? No, not having a star seller badge doesn't impact your search visibility. You just need to maintain Etsy's customer service standards to keep your search visibility on track, which are basically star seller light. While maintaining customer service standards, While maintaining customer standard service is important for how you appear in search, Star Seller lets buyers know that you have a proven record of providing exceptional customer experience. Yeah, it's basically Star Seller light, isn't it? So basically, if you meet all the standards for Star Seller, I can't see that you wouldn't be hitting all the visibility things. So Star Sellers will be shown in search. We'll get the priority in search. We'll get the visibility. It's not priority. But there are lower levels of customer support that'll still mean you get good visibility. Oh, here, I did read this. Yes. My items are over $250 and aren't covered by the Etsy purchase protection. Will this negatively affect me? No, for our case rate standard, we exclude any cases for orders over $250 or those that are refunded before a buyer opens a case. That's interesting. It's not, because when I say interesting, so that's saying two things. Well, first thing, yeah, it's great if you're not covered by the purchase protection program and Etsy's taking your money automatically, that won't count as a bad case against you. It'll still cost you money. But those that are refunded before a buyer opens a case. So yeah, here's another place that buyers can bully sellers. You didn't have tracking on this. You didn't follow the things. So I've got you over a barrel. So if you don't sort me out, I'm going to open a case. Anyone else see that? Am I just being cynical today? Tracy, what if we don't get that many messages? Would it affect ranking? I always answer my messages within 12 hours. I try to answer all my questions in my listing so that they don't have to message me. Yeah, plenty of shops won't get enough. They haven't said, I'll check. I haven't seen anywhere them saying that there's a minimum amount of messages you have to answer. Tracy, yeah, there's no easy way on the photos. Well, here, yeah. So this is a similar one. If I don't have any reviews yet, does this impact my new listings visibility in the Etsy search? New listings will still be shown in search even if they don't have any reviews or ratings yet. Reviews or ratings? As long as they don't have any other listing or shop quality issues. For example, if a new listing is missing a photo or return policy, search visibility might be impacted immediately. So it's probably going to be similar for messages. If you don't have any, you won't get hurt. But just so long as the ones you have, you're answering right, I think. I made all my updates. I'm not seeing my listings higher in search. Changes can take up to 1 day to reflect in search. Yes. Also keep in mind that there are several other factors that impact where your listing shows up in search for any individual keyword, including keyword relevance and search filters buyers might apply. You can find more education on how search works. Yeah, everyone needs to check that out. Yeah, so basically, the showing this visibility thing is at least as kind of pointless as I thought it was going to be, because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean you're going to show up in search. And we knew this, but yeah, are your keywords any good? How, high number of sales, how well you're doing in search for that search term are more important. And yes, I feel that someone in customer service brought that question to the team as we're going to hear this a lot. And they kind of answered it, but they didn't. You do all the updates. If you've picked keywords that are too competitive, you're not going to be able to rank. Why did my insights disappear even though I didn't make any changes yet? You'll only see insights for your active listings. If you deactivate, put them in a holiday mood. Yeah, it goes. Why am I being asked to consider presenting my postage prices differently? Because Etsy loves that. Yeah, whatever. Our data tells us that once postage price go above a certain amount, purchase rates begin to decline. To ensure buyers see postage prices that better meet their expectations, starting October the 1st with US domestic postage prices lower than $6 will be prioritized in search, with some exceptions. Shall we go into the exceptions there? That would be a good first one to look at. But it is so annoying because, it doesn't just annoy me a little bit, but it's saying that basically once postage price goes above a certain amount, rates begin to decline. So they found this to be $6. Yeah, but weren't they just telling us a couple of years ago that if you don't have free shipping, then people are less likely to buy it? So how's that suddenly changed to $6? I mean, yes, if you click on something and the shipping price is extortionate, and the price was okay, but the shipping price is way too high compared to everybody else. But if you are searching for a table, you might expect that the shipping price might be a little bit higher. Anyway, we said we'd look at this one. And this is a new article, so we're as well to check this one out. We recently introduced the search visibility page to give you more insights into how you appear in search, alongside the steps you can take to improve the quality of your shop, listings, and customer service. We also announced that beginning the 1st of October, US listings with domestic postage prices lower than $6 will be prioritized in search, with some exceptions outlined below. As part of this change, we created a tool to make it easier for you to set more competitive postage prices by I can't do words. But anyway, by opting in to move some of your postage costs into your item price. Read on to learn more about it. Did they not have a tool for? I suppose they had tools for doing these things. They're shouting out it more because whenever they brought up the free shipping thing, most people who offered free shipping didn't roll that cost into their listing price. So they're making it even easier to do it like this. So, what's new? Your item should be priced so that you can both be profitable and competitive, but higher postage prices can often discourage shoppers from completing a purchase. In fact, buyers have told us that expensive postage is a top 10 barrier to purchase on Etsy. The only reason for this is because when you're on a search page, if you can only see the price and not see the shipping price, people are worried when they click through, it's going to be a nasty big shipping price. Etsy could very well tell you the complete price, taxes and shipping included, the complete price to the buyer who's searching where they are. To help make sure that buyers see postage prices that better meet their expectations when shopping on Etsy and encourage them to make purchases, starting October the 1st, we'll be updating how postage price is factored into search for US domestic listings. That means that listings with postage price lower than $6 will be prioritized in search. Why under $6? Because, yeah. We're going to tell you that there's some data there. Our data shows that shifting some of your postage costs into your item price while keeping the total price the same can be an effective way to improve your sales. To support you, we've launched a new tool that lets you lower your US domestic postage prices in bulk and optionally adjust your item price. This helps you recover your postage costs while keeping your prices competitive. Because delivery needs vary based on the type of item and where it's dispatching from, we'll exclude certain categories and items dispatched from outside the US from the search criteria. See a full list of excluded listings in the search visibility exceptions section below. We'll exclude certain categories. My spidey senses are going, if you moved your item into a different category, can you get around that? Anyway, if you have US domestic listings with postage prices of $6 or above and are not in the exceptions list, you'll see the option to upgrade your postage prices along with the tool in the Etsy search visibility page. Let's look at the exceptions. Well, buyer data shows that listings with US domestic postage prices below $6 are more likely to result in sales. Okay, if that's what that kind of annoys me, because conversion for cheaper items is higher than conversion for dearer items. Cheaper items are likely to be lighter, and therefore cheaper items are likely to have cheaper shipping. So that would seem like cheaper shipping have they normalized that to take into account the price of the item? Call me. I said I wasn't going to be cynical. I failed again. We recognize this may be difficult to accommodate for certain types of listings. We're working on longer term solutions to help all sellers price their delivery competitively. But in the meantime, we'll exclude specific types of listings from having postage price factored into the search visibility. Show the full price on the search results page. Is that not the easiest thing to do? Anyway, so excluded digital listings. Obviously, digital listings have free shipping. Listings dispatched from the US sellers to non-US destinations. Listings dispatched by sellers from outside the US. Although, before anyone gets mad or excited about that, with localization, if you're outside the US, you're likely to rank a little bit lower than inside the US, so it'll probably cancel out anyway. Listings priced over $35 from shops that offer a free delivery guarantee. Again, that's like a duh one, because if the listing's priced over $35 in the free delivery guarantee, then that listing has free delivery. And listings that used calculated postage. So if you use their calculated postage, then you're okay. You're not going to be knocked down in visibility. So I guess that's fair enough. What they're wanting to do is not have people that makes a liar of them saying they're under $6, because people using calculated postage could be over $6, but they're making sure that you're not overcharging on your postage. You're using calculated postage to charge what the postage costs. This listing is subject to change, and as we expand our postage price solutions, if we make any changes, we can let you know. Okay, so if you're not included in that and feel you should be, share your thoughts with Etsy. Starting 1st of October, US listings with domestic postage pricings lower than $6 will be prioritized in search. Now, again, this is the words they used before, will be prioritized in search. Do they mean you have a boost in ranking, or all you're going to see on the front page is these listings? So if you're not in this group, you won't be shown in search. That's what we need to know. We recommend checking. In fact, I'm going to say it can't be a boost in search for having the postage price lower than the $6, because listings with the exceptions categorized will not be impacted. So it's a reduction for everybody else, really, isn't it? We recommend checking the listings section of the search visibility dashboard to see if any of your listings are impacted. If you choose to adjust your pricing strategy, got a new tool, we're committed to helping you succeed. Anyway, I'll get into the chat a little bit more, and then we'll go through this because I'm getting behind. Melanie, the message thing is learning. I got a message from a seller. I bought something. The first day it counted as a fast response. The next day it said I had 0 messages to count for star seller. Interesting. K Fox, I thought about why would someone subscribe to that new Etsy Prime thing if most shops have free shipping already? Yep, good point. Also, the average consumer is probably more aware the shipping is baked into the cost. I know, we're not dumb. Just let us see. Amy, call me cynical. I think the $6 pricing strategy is a pathway to their Prime style membership they're introducing. They have been pushing for free shipping forever. Yeah, they're rolling out subscription where Etsy pays the shipping. Yes, if the sellers roll the cost into shipping, it lightens the load for Etsy. Yeah. And it also, for anyone who was thinking of paying for the subscription, it sort of takes away the advantage of that, because if everyone's rolled into their free shipping, then all buyers get that bonus. Melanie, I'd prefer the way Amazon does it. Price X in my shipping. My items have one shipping price, whether you buy 1 or 10. Yeah. Deb, absolutely. Be sure to share your thoughts with us. Be sure to share your thoughts with Etsy, but also be sure to share your thoughts with me. Let me know in the chat and we'll go through them. And also be sure tomorrow I'll be going, no doubt myself and Starla will be going through this. YouTube police, those are not categories. Yeah, they're not categories. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I forgot that. Nancy stops people from pricing items at $2 and charging $50 for shipping. Yeah, that's been a thing forever. That's why we're charged now fees on the shipping price whenever we're back in the day. Marcy, I found that free shipping over $35 costs me money to the West Coast of the US, but not to the rest of the US. Yeah, it will be, because obviously it's different prices across the US. Yeah. Venice, it's strange. I have a listing that had 40 visits today, and today it says 0 visits. It's so weird. I want to know what to believe about these stats. With visits, honest visits, views, all of that, don't look at them daily. Daily stats for a website are very rarely properly accurate, and it does you no good, to be perfectly honest. If they're going to be swinging up and down, you're much better looking at your 30-day average and figuring out from that. Most of us don't have a busy enough shop to be looking at data on the daily. We just don't get enough data. So what can happen is you can see a big spike, but it might be bot views or something, or the servers sort of double counting things, and then they'll go through, clean up all the data, and then you'll get to know what the right number of views is. And YouTube police, yeah, I wonder why they call them categories. Marlena, it's an interesting, as a seller, as I as a seller use their shipping solution. Yeah, well, we'll see how this all goes. Right. Yeah, this was what I wanted to show you. I just check that this is how I find all the things. So if you go Etsy.com, seller handbook, all articles, you see the new things that have been published or updated. So today is still the 28th. The new Etsy search visibility page popped up. This is what we've just went through, the first thing. But here's all the other things that have been added today, and it's a lot. I'm not going to go through them all just now, but I'll be taking your questions, and by Saturday I'll hopefully find out all the details we need. But there's a postage price that we just read. Optimize your shop for Etsy search. Now, these are older articles that have been updated, so it might just be a word or two mentioned in them, but worth reading to see what they added. Keywords 101, how to get 5-star reviews, your star seller checklist, how great customer service can improve your search ranking, how Etsy search works, the ultimate guide to Etsy search, add attributes to help increase your shop visibility, ultimate guide to branding and customer service, tools for growing your business and how to fit them into your pricing basics. I mean, these pricing ones, it will just be mentioning from October the 1st, this is what happening, creating listings that convert. It will just be a 1 or 2 mention of these new changes, but it's worth scanning through them. But that's how you find all these articles. So I just see what's been updated. It's a good way to keep up to date. All right. Yes, so here, this just appeared about half an hour before I came live. You have this Etsy search visibility and the customer service stats. The star seller has gone missing. So, yeah, guys, if you could let me know, for everyone who isn't our Gold Star members who have just been told everything is doing good, in your Etsy search visibility, let us know what factors you're seeing so we can compile a list to everything that's been said. Now, this says 5 factors risk lowering your search visibility. Are they lowering me in search? I don't know. This maybe here's an experiment, but upload higher resolution photos. I've been on Etsy since 2008. Some of my listings from around 2010 are still selling well. So they have nearly 15-year-old photos. So yeah, they've not the highest resolution photos. So it's saying I could use sharper, clearer photos. I'm going to play around with that. But again, it's not telling us what resolution. It just takes me to go to the listing. Update categories. Some things could be in a more specific listing. But right, so again, it's saying some listings could use a refresh to unlock their full potential. These risk lowering your search visibility. So clearer photos could help them pop. Is that the same as could help them rank higher in search, or is this a conversion thing? Update category. More specific categories so they're easier to find in searches, not rank higher in searches. Update your primary photos. 3 have dimly lit primary photos. I'm actually wanting to go and see. I don't know which ones are so bad. Let's say some are so old. Replace photo collage. This is a new one, and it is in their photography thing. It's saying don't use a photo collage for your first listing image. It doesn't say you're penalized for it, but it's just saying it might be hard to see in search, which is absolutely fair, but it just worked for me, just doing the here's the real dog, here's the dog I've created for them out of the real dog. A photo collage worked for me. But yeah, it's hard to see in search. Well, that listing is one of my top sellers. So are you saying if I don't change it, it doesn't rank, it'll rank better? I don't think so. It may be hard to see in search. One listing has 1 photo. So yeah, that's interesting because I definitely don't have all 10 photos on all my listings. I have definitely just put up 1 listing with only 4 photos and a video, just because when I was doing a photo shoot for new things that I'd done, I only took 4 photos of that item. I'm going to mess around in Canva and make some more interesting things to go into that listing. But I'm not being told to add more than 4 photos. It's just calling up 1 listing has 1 photo. That has to have been a test. I'm intrigued to go and see what listing I have that has only 1 photo. So it's cool they called that up, and they're not pulling up any with any more, like my ones with 4 photos, 5 photos, 7 photos. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think Etsy is saying the things here are causing you to rank lower in search, or the things here might help you convert better? My feeling is they're not saying this is causing me to rank lower. I'm not worried about my shop. I'm worried about you guys' shop. I'm happy to test. And also let me know what factors you are seeing. But here's where I'm right on track. Your shop, awesome work. That just means I've got everything filled in. That's, again, I don't know how important all of these things are. We've been told some of them are. It's always worth filling in your shop correctly. is something that's easy to do, and it affects where it helps you rank those things that you change, that helps your whole shop. So it's as well to do it. You probably only need to do some of it once, like add a shop logo, takes a minute. Customer service stats as well, your meeting. It will show you the things there as well. And links to articles, always worth reading them. There's nothing else there. Javier, it's very annoying to know that everything is good. It gives you nothing at all, no information on what to improve. Yeah, I totally understand that. And this is the problem, that ranking factors, it's good, but see, Josh was annoyed in some of the webinars and saying they wanted to do this to help you, because if you follow so many social media experts, they're talking about SEO. And Eatseed wants to be able to tell you all the things you can do to get quality listings. But these, it's not helping. If SEO means you're finding the things that customers want to buy, basically, and tailoring your listing towards them. So SEO helps. Having great photographs helps. Having good reviews helps. You know, all of these things help, but there's always more to it than that. And doing something like this just to say, like, you're all good, you're great, this is fantastic. Yeah, you're right. That doesn't help you. To know that you've done everything that Etsy say, they're not explaining to you. I mean, yes, you've got this. Do you want extra ways to improve? I would say everybody read this article. This is the most important one. I don't think they've helped us in any way with this. That's my opinion anyway. The other thing I wanted to quickly look at, when I went into the customer service stats thing, this pops up. So I wanted to review our standards, see if there's anything different. Oh, it just shows you this, right? So, oh, it's customer. So yeah, this is my star seller they're showing. That's interesting. Yeah, and I should be getting my star seller in September because the horrible review went away. Yeah, that's my star seller. Okay, right. So I still see my star seller. Brian was saying it wasn't there. But oh, interesting. So message response rate, and that's in 24 hours. So this is still star seller. On time dispatch and tracking. I see it. Right. So we've got the both things. Sorry, I'm being dumb. It's late at night. So you've got the service standard and the star seller target. So reply to 80% of the first messages within 24 to 48 hours. 95% within 24 hours is star seller. So you've got the service standard. This is the basic that will show you up in search for. And star seller is a level above that doesn't get you anything apart from a badge. On-time dispatch and tracking. So service standard beta, at least 80% of your orders dispatched on site time. And they're saying this doesn't impact you yet, but it's gonna, isn't it? So you see that average review rating. Interesting. So star seller is an average of 4.8 or higher. The service standard is over the 3 months period, no more than 4 reviews have a rating of 3 stars or lower. Very interesting. So that is easier for small shops. Big shops that are getting hundreds of reviews a week could easily have more than 4 reviews, but still have like 99% star rating. Interesting. But yes, and the case rate, that's a new one. No more than 3 orders had a case refunded from your payment account. Nope. Okay, so you're up to allowed 3 orders. Interesting. Yep. And to be eligible for Star Seller, you just need to meet the standard. So you have to have not getting the refunded cases. That's been added to Star Seller. That I didn't see any mention of that anywhere. Ah. Review Eatsy's customer service standards. Yeah, so we can dig into it deeper. Is there anything interesting? No, it just tells us what we've seen. Yeah, there's nothing new there apart from the case rate. Not all cases count against you, only counts when a refund was taken. Okay. Yeah, so that is slightly changed, I think, but still cool. No, when I say cool, it's still cool to see it. But look, I advise you guys to go through all the rest of the articles. I will be doing the same, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you're seeing on your screens, the service things they're talking about. Let me know if your listings or anything are seeing anything different, and we'll compile a master list of all the things. And let me know what you think about it. Melanie, 6 or so countries have Etsy labels. If they really want it, they should roll it out to more countries, but it hasn't changed in years. Yeah, actually, Etsy labels only came to the UK a few years ago, fairly recently. We didn't even have them in the UK, which is Etsy's second biggest market, and we don't have calculated shipping. Javier, yes, the standards point to the Star Seller renamed as the customer service stats. Yep. Yeah, Brian, you meant the menu option for Star Seller's gone, but stats for both are now in one. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool how they've done that. So yeah, Star Seller is a tier above. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think in many respects, it's not too bad. The biggest thing that annoys me about this, I've mentioned this a couple of times, is just Etsy never make clear what they mean as a conversion factor and what they mean as a ranking factor. And for a visibility score, we need to know what causes us to rank. The conversion is something that we can Etsy can't give us a score on our conversion. How that is scored, basically scored, how your conversion is figured out is just by when shown in search, how people respond to your listing. And that's something you know by Etsy. We don't know that anymore because Search Analytics beta's gone, so we don't know how we're doing for specific search terms, but Etsy knows that. So that's a very different thing. Improving your photographs or something, if it increases your conversion, only increases your conversion if customers click on it. And a machine scoring system can't tell you if customers are going to click on something. They can only tell you that customers are clicking on something. That's my kind of idea there. So that I feared this would be misleading, and I really think it is, because my fear, if someone gets a screen like mine that's saying the only things wrong, well, the main things that are wrong is your photos, you need to fix your photos. I could spend absolutely ages trying to fix my photos. And by the way, as I say, some of my best-selling listings are 15 years old. They're for custom things, and the listing photos are examples of things that I've made and already sent to the customer, which you're absolutely allowed to do. Here's an example of what you could be getting. So I can't retake the photos. Oh, I'm going blurry myself. Come on. There we go. You didn't need to see that, but so that's my fear, is that people are going to open that and try and get you've done so good, you're doing great, there's no problems, and like Xavier there, then you're about to sit back and say, but why am I not getting any say? I have done the things that Etsy say, and that's because the things that Etsy say aren't enough. It's nice to know, but literally the way they're putting it is making people think, if I do this, my sales will increase. And it's not going to. That, especially if these are things that affect conversion, not ranking. If potentially affect conversion, not ranking, because if you change something and it doesn't impact your conversion because the algorithm can't tell, it's like, okay, that photograph was dark or a collage, but the customers loved it, and you've replaced it with something that customers hate. They're going to click on it less, you'll rank less, you'll get less sales because of what Etsy told you to do. I don't want to go ranty about this too much. Melanie, mine say I'm perfect. Of course you're perfect. I know not all my listings have 13 tags, 5 or more photos. I'd like to say what I could improve, but luckily eRank does. Exactly. That's why eRank has that. This is the thing. I thought we were in danger of this making eRank obsolete, because the listing audit, and this is not an ad for eRank, this is just me saying, the listing audit is designed on Etsy best practices. We tickle. This is the hay fever still. So, you know, it has more factors. And even then, the listing audit can't tell you if your listing's going to sell or if it's good looking to customers. But I thought what Etsy was going to give us was going to be more in depth like that. And they've given us way, way, way less. I don't think this is very exciting at all for people. I think it's very worrying and going to cause a lot of new people a lot of stress when they try and fix all their listings and then potentially crash some of their best sellers. Maybe, potentially. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments. Round up all your questions and get them into me in the comments of this video before Saturday, and I'll try and cover them in my Saturday live. Not live, my Saturday news video. And also, if you think of anything sooner, myself and Starla will be live tomorrow, so on the eRank channel. So if you're in the eRank Facebook group, you'll see a pinned post there where you can put all your questions. I have a feeling that we'll talk more about this tool there. So at tool change, so ask away in there. But if there's anything that you see in this, like we've talked about the eRank thing, if there's anything else you would like the eRank to be highlighting for you, if Etsy's not going to build us the tool, let's build it ourselves. So let me know, or let eRank know. Let me know and I'll let eRank know, or let eRank know, and hopefully we'd be able to add things to the listing audit. I think people were kind of holding back. They didn't want to because they thought Etsy was about to release something. And Etsy under-promised and over-delivered again. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave you all back to your Wednesday night. Is it? Gonna leave you to your Wednesday night, and I will probably see some of you tomorrow. Yeah, have a great day, and let me know what you think of the other song.
And if you have some dreams to craft and share, Coach Pam's got wisdom, don't despair. Turn your passions into things that bling. With each video